everybody, and welcome to Four Weebs That Anime Podcast, the podcast where we pick some animes and then talk about them, both good and bad. My name is Veda, and I will be the host for you this week. The theme... we'll introduce everybody else first. So we'll talk about our specialty thing later. Just, Liam and Becca, you guys introduce yourselves first.
Hi, I'm Liam, and I don't have a lolly fetish, I swear.
Oh, that's a shame.
My name's Becca, and I'm pretty certain I'm on an FBI list for bad choices.
Seriously?
We watch Boku no Pico, Veda. Of course I'm on a list.
This is the theme for the week.
Okay. Yeah.
Who's gonna get arrested
FBI.
first?
Yeah.
Probably me. I've had a longer running to, set myself up.
Well, I'll post bail for you.
Tell us what's so special about this week. Besides the obvious, Leah is gone.
Yes, if you are a regular listener of our podcast, you will notice that we are missing a member this week. But fear not, fellow weebs. We have a substitute, and that is Liam's waifu and ultimate weeb otaku friend, Brenna. Would you like to introduce yourself, Brenna, to the audience?
Hi. I'm not the ultimate weeb, but thanks anyway.
You're welcome. Don't be modest. We know. It's okay, Brenna.
If she was a real weeb, she would have, I don't know, done something stupid like introduce herself in Japanese as Brenna-san.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Konnichiwa. Watashi Brenna-san.
Brenna, no.
Brenna, yes.
Anyway,
I just made you make the same mistake I did.
I
Yes.
know,
good job, Liam. Are you
I know
proud?
what choices I'm making. You don't make me do anything.
Whoa. Just got real.
Things got weird.
Yeah. Anyway, Brenna, would you like to tell us
Come on,
a
Brett,
bit about your
we
anime
fucking talked
tastes?
about this before we start recording. Don't do this shit to me. No, give me the mic.
Oh boy.
Let's keep going.
Do you guys need to be alone?
They are alone.
No, we're good. We are.
Oh, we're already recording in separate rooms.
Oh.
No, just kidding.
Anyway,
I'm still
Brenna's
It's fine, we're totally recording naked.
Oh my.
No, we're not.
So am I.
Pinky.
I mean, I always record naked.
Don't we all?
Liam was telling me that earlier. I'm like,
Oh.
no,
Oh,
thank
good.
you.
The best
This
part
is,
about recording in our own homes is we can record pantsless anytime we want.
Yeah, I never do that.
You should, it's glorious.
I like my pants, guys. So Brenna, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself? Maybe your favorite animes or anime husbandos,
Oh,
for instance?
Who would you hate? Fuck.
Oh god, no, Becca, no.
No, please answer.
I'm not
That's-
sharing my husbandos with you, Veda. We've already had this discussion.
No, they're not your husbandos.
Come on,
Fill us
Brenna.
in. Who are
We'll
we
kick
fighting
you
over?
off the podcast right now if you don't tell us your husbandos.
No, then Veda will steal them all. That was her goal
She
all along.
is sneaky Veda. We can't trust her.
Oh, I
Don't
forgot
trust
about
her.
that. Oh my god.
How could you forget about being so sneaky?
I'm just like this normally.
See, I woke up like this.
Anyway,
Tell us about your husbandos.
Brenna.
Besides
No, I'm
Liam.
not-
Just
gonna
share
tell
one
you.
husbando and one
Uno
waifu.
husbando.
0, because Veda will just steal them like she's still kanji.
Like zero from Code Geass.
No.
Yes.
He's not my husbando. I don't think I'd be able to put up with him. No offense to
Ouch.
him. But,
Shots fired.
well,
Okay.
you know
Okay, well,
Lelouch,
at
right?
least tell us like
Yeah.
your favorite anime and or genre.
Oh, of course. I don't know if I have a favorite genre, but I do have lots of different favorites, I guess.
Name one.
Name one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously I like Code Geass, but I'm really into Noragami and Danganronpa too. And
Danganronpa.
Danganronps.
yeah, well, the newer animes are really good, Becca, so
Fair
Yes.
enough.
yeah. I have a
I
reason
agree.
to like it.
Yay. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thanks for being here.
Brenna, tell us about your AMV.
Oh yeah, I have an AMV. I swear I'm not a huge weeaboo or anything, but
Bullshit.
yeah, I've got a Code Geass AMV. Pretty great.
It did pretty good at Odafest.
Tell the listeners how to find it.
Yeah, if you go on YouTube, you can find it by either looking at my channel, which is just auto AMVs, or you can look up my really cheesy and horrible title, which is Lelouch of the Revolution.
It's not cheesy.
It's really cheesy.
No, it's good.
We'll link to it as well, so listeners will have no choice but to go watch it.
Yeah, although there are spoilers for the first season, so we haven't finished that. I would recommend not watching it until then. But yeah.
Go watch Code Geass and then watch the AMV.
Yeah.
Or just
Advice
watch the AMV,
for life.
get hooked, and
Advice.
then go watch Code Geass.
No, you'll definitely get more out of the
yeah.
AMV if you've seen this first season.
Yeah,
Well,
I made it. Yeah, I made it like heavily based off of people who have watched it. Yeah, you kind of need to watch it.
As a person who will probably never finish it, I'm offended.
Becca, you should just finish it.
There's so much to watch, Veda.
It's
There's
not
so much
that
to
You
watch.
only have to watch the first season.
I gotta pick and choose all my shows these days.
How
and
far in are there? How far into the first season are you?
episode 11, so like
Hey, you're like
halfway.
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 Yeah,
Dude.
halfway
You can do
was
it.
enough.
Just keep
Halfway
going.
was enough.
No,
His
it's
sister
not. It
hasn't
gets so
died
good.
yet. His sister hasn't died yet, so I'm just like,
Right.
That's a really
anyway.
weird rationale.
Well,
Yeah.
I truly expected his sister to die about halfway through to give Lelouch, like, more motivation to, like, become the person he needs to become to, like, lead
don't
the
worry.
revolution.
Oh, don't
So-
worry, she gives him plenty of motivation later on.
Okay, well, I really hope the motivation is through her death and not through, like, her underwear or something weird like that.
No,
Because
it doesn't go
there's-
there.
No, I won't. It's not her death, but
Okay, no,
stuff does
spoilers
happen.
first.
I'm not going to say what happens, but yeah,
I'll put it
something
at-
happened.
I'll put it at the bottom of my to-watch list. How's that sound? I'm
Damn
still
it,
fighting.
Becca.
I'm still fighting with the last three episodes of Attack on Titan. I mean,
It's
be proud of
3
me,
episodes.
Yeah,
But
they're
Geass
really
is better.
they're really hard to get through now that I know that there's no point. So
What?
anyway,
But that the
There's no
second
point.
season's coming out, like, in a little bit.
yeah,
I
and there's no
mean-
point until the whole entire second season's out, because if you binge watch stuff, like, you know what?
Fair
It's-
enough.
I'm just particular. It's not. I'm sure they're
Yeah, you
fantastic
are
animes.
particular.
You know, everyone just go watch Death Parade again. That's the best anime ever.
Speaking
I-
of
I
Death
do love
Parade, I
that.
was gonna say some exciting news.
gonna
Funimation's picked up Death Parade.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a Funimation Death Parade
They've
Blu-ray
already
coming out.
They've already dubbed it.
In November.
They just need to
Yeah.
release the Blu-ray.
So exciting.
It comes out in November.
Yes.
Yeah. Veda texted
I just saw it
me,
on Facebook.
and I was like, well, my boner is gigantic and rock hard. So.
I'm gonna get poor.
Anyway.
buying all this
Awesome.
anime.
Let's actually start the episode here. So this is episode 36. I picked the animes for this week. I started the theme
What the fuck?
What was
for
that?
this week.
Oh, I get it.
Veda!
Get it?
I get
It's
it.
high production.
Are you ready?
No.
This is pure cancer.
This is too much.
It's Sprout's anime. Dun, 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 dun. I'm loser. Okay,
It's okay, Veda.
I'm a loser. You
Yeah.
guys can ignore me.
I was planning on making an AMV to that song at some point, so don't worry about it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Really?
Anyway,
Yeah, it's sports themed.
I picked sports animes for this week. So, I watched both of the animes, both the good and the bad. And then Liam watched the bad one, and Becca watched the good one,
Yep.
and Brenna also watched the good and the bad one. So, we're just gonna have a mega discussion. Does anybody want to pick which one we should start with?
Talk about the bad one first.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that.
All right. So
Get it outta
the
here.
bad one for this week is a basketball anime by the name of Ro-Kyu-Bu. And it's moe as fuck.
Hmm.
So I'll read you the description. Talk about games being called unexpectedly. Hasegawa Subaru joined the basketball club at Nanashiba High, only to have his hopes dashed when the team's play is suspended after the captain is suspected of having inappropriate feelings for the coach's underage daughter. Blindsided and blocked by bad luck, Subaru expectedly finds an opening for his talent with the hoops when his aunt asks him to take on the task of coaching a young girls' basketball club, a Ro-Kyu-Bu. But can a superstar wannabe find true satisfaction while playing sixth man to a team of 5 girls? Oh no!
I really appreciate that he's named after a car brand.
Or is the car brand
someone was
named
gonna
after
say
him?
That.
Didn't we have...
So before we talk about this too much, I just want to say when me and Brandon were sitting down to watch it, I was like, what's the name of it? I can't remember. So I went to Google and just typed in shitty basketball anime, and this was the first result.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that.
Well, actually, the first result was the second season of it, and I was surprised that there was a second season.
Me too.
Somehow it got a second season.
Too.
It's so shitty, it's good.
Oh god.
Yep.
It's not, though.
No, it's really not.
Well, tell me about it.
Yeah, Liam, do you want to give us your initial impression of this show?
My initial impression is that I feel really dirty, and I need to have a shower.
Oh god. Not like the shower in the show, though, I hope.
I need to have a shower where all the soap suds cover, like, my nipples and my body bits. Just
and then
in
someone
case,
just comes over and gropes you awkwardly.
and grubs me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, how else are they gonna get the bubbles off?
Oh god. No, they're just comparing boob sizes like every 6th grader does.
Yeah, they were in 6th grade. Had to.
Didn't anybody else do that in 6th grade?
No.
Well,
I
you're
didn't
missing
have
out.
showers together with my friends in 6th grade.
Yeah, I didn't either.
That's the thing. Like my first reaction was like, okay, so it's moe, like it's a little pervy. There's already some fan service. We're like 2 minutes in, and then they say that they're in 6th grade. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's probably
and just for perspective, they're in 6th grade, and the boy that comes to help them is like, I don't know, in high school.
Wait, didn't
so
he
he's
get...
like grade 10?
He got kicked off the basketball team for having inappropriate relationships with an underage girl.
No, that was the coach.
No, it was the captain.
Oh, whatever.
The captain was
captain.
accused of having feelings for the coach's daughter.
Oh, right, that
so
was what
they
it was.
said
it was already off.
So then, as punishment, the school just canceled the entire basketball club.
Because that makes sense.
I see.
Yeah.
It totally does.
Well, I feel like sense is going to be lacking on this episode in general, so...
Oh, no.
I'll stop asking questions.
We never had sense in the first...
True story.
Anyway, Brenna, what did you think?
Well, as soon as it started, I immediately knew I had made a very, very bad decision. Watch this.
It's kind of scary when you first start it, and they're like huge alien eyes show up on the screen, and you're just like, oh no.
Yeah, it was like nostalgic, but like the bad kind.
Yeah, where you cringe at your nostalgia. You're like, oh god.
Oh my god, this is the shit I used to watch when I was in like 6th grade.
It's perfect because they're in 6th too, Brenna.
Yeah, no, it's like that plus the pedophilia, because like I used to watch an anime called Shugachara, and there was definitely some pedophilia in that too, and I was getting horrible flashbacks. So that was
well, it's anime. When is there not pedophilia?
Yeah, but like so obvious pedophilia, no.
Oh god.
Wait. So you're gonna have to explain, what do you mean by like, is it just an older guy looking at younger girls and not like...
No, it's like
when you say pedophilia, what do you mean?
Whoever directed or animated the show.
That too, but also,
I didn't find the main character actually that, like, creepy.
No, it wasn't that bad. There was, like, a couple moments where I was like, oh my god, can it not go in this direction?
Yeah.
But, like, I'm more for, like, the, blatant pedophilia for Shugachara, because there was, like, a literal scene where, like, they shared a bed, and...
Oh.
It was gross. I'm not...
Oh.
Like, nothing sexual happened, but there was, like, a lot of weird stuff.
Having like, super lover flashbacks.
Weird moaning noises. I don't know. Yeah. Just, it gets awkward.
Well, yeah, it starts off, the girls, like, are all greeting their new coach in, maid outfits. calling him master.
Because he's their new basketball coach and they want to make a good impression.
Basketball master.
Yeah, so, and then he's like, can you not call me master? That's kind of weird. And then you're like, oh, someone has some sense in this show. And then they're like, okay, we'll call you Oni-chan.
Oh, God.
Just got worse.
Bad tours, yeah. And he's like, yeah, can you guys not call me that either?
At least, like, the one thing I found, though, the main character was kind of like the Subaru kid. He was kind of redeeming in a way because he wasn't, like, as typical harem main dude. Where he was just like, all of these cute little girls are calling me Oni-chan. I'm in love. Yeah. Kind of like
that's some great voice acting, Veda.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, oh, that's good. They're actually like, one of the characters is actually taking this stuff seriously and not like reacting to like, oh my god, that's so cute. And he's actually like, this is really weird. Why am I here? Kind of thing. It's like,
it's slightly more realistic.
Yeah,
but he's kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, so I like that. I was like, oh, thank God. But the show in general is really, like, weird.
But, like, literally every other character is just the worst. Except for maybe the pink-haired girl. I don't remember her name.
The main one?
Yeah, the main girl.
Yeah, she was
the one with the special jump.
Yeah! What is it with sports anime and jumping? Is that the only thing you're good at? You're good at jumping, therefore you're good at every sport?
Oh boy, I got thoughts about jumping.
Well, I know you do.
No, it's you're good at jumping, therefore you're the main character.
Yeah. And you're great at sports. All that matters is the jumping, guys.
Yeah,
you want to be good at sports? Like, practice your jumps.
You can jump really, really high, you can play any sport. Then that's what I got from
Just do it.
Sports animes, okay?
Yeah.
They know what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, obviously. For a sports anime though, this Ro-Kyu-Bu didn't do a lot of sporting. There was like
when do they ever?
I know, but like even like Haikyuu in comparison had more sports
than this
show where it was like there was maybe like a minute in like not even a minute in the first episode where they're actually playing basketball, and then in the second episode there was like another like 40 seconds of playing basketball, and it was like okay.
That was at the dude's house.
Yeah, it wasn't even on a court.
Yeah, he's like, oh, do you want to come over to my house? That's not weird at all.
I've got a net at my house.
It's just like, invite a 6th grader you don't even know to your house. It was
in
weird.
high school.
And he's in high school?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in 10th grade, so he's probably like...
Yeah, and then his mom was like, can you stay for dinner?
Yeah. They're already trying to set them up.
And yeah, the girl gets all like blushy and stuff. It was, I don't know.
Transparent.
Are there any redeeming features to the relationship between him and the kids? Like he acts like a teacher,
he's not actually that pervy. Most of the pervy stuff comes from the girls.
Yeah, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, like from him, he's actually like not that bad of a character. Like he treats all the girls really nicely and he supports them and he wants them to do well and all that stuff. So like how he feels about the girls is like normal and good, but then like the girls are a bit weird towards him.
They're
and
really,
he's voiced by a great actor, right?
Oh. It's Yuki Kaji, okay? Yuki Kaji is Eren in Attack on Titan in the Japanese version.
He's also Yukine in Origami.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. He's also
he's in
Alibaba and Maggie. And Yuki Kaji is great, but why is he in this anime?
Yeah, as soon as he started talking, I was like, oh my god, that better not be who I think
I know.
it is.
Red's gotta get paid, guys.
Yeah, but
he's so good.
Why?
Well, this was 5 years ago.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe he was poor and
everybody starts
that was his big break into anime voice acting.
I guess. Yeah. Well, maybe, but it like still, as soon as he started talking,
that was really
like,
cringy.
Well,
yeah, as soon as he talked, I was like, "Oh no, this has got
do better,
worse."
Oh god. Oh, this is completely unrelated. But did you notice when they were playing basketball though that the basketballs were like bigger than their torsos? Or
yes,
it was like everything was weirdly proportioned.
Well, yeah, the girl who's like personality trait was that she was really tall, and then the girl whose personality trait is that she was really short. They kept like they're being lazy about animating them, so sometimes the short girl was like the size of a toddler.
Yes.
And then sometimes the tall girl was like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, it was kind of scary.
And sometimes they did that when they were both in the same frame, so it was like even weirder to look at.
There's like a dwarf and a giant standing next to each other trying to play basketball with giant basketball balloon things.
Yeah.
And they all had like little baby hands too,
Yeah.
so they're like dribbling the ball
babies.
with these little like nubbin
In
fingers.
6th grade, they're not that tiny. It was more like watching like toddlers play basketball
Yeah.
than like 6th graders.
It was weird. It was just weird. I know it's moe and I know that that's like the style, but I can't get over it. It's too weird.
Yeah, it was just really lazy.
Yeah, it was.
Or
The
somebody else-
animation.
My favorite thing about the show, the redeeming factor for me, was like when the main pink-haired girl does her signature jumping slam dunk point, whatever, and then there's just a really bad shot of her jumping in slow motion, and then she starts sparkling, and then she scores points.
That's how it works in sports animes.
Yeah,
you just
there's
sparkle
lots of-
and then everyone faints and you win.
Yeah, lots of sparkling, lots of cheering,
Wow.
and lots of slow motion.
Yeah.
That's sports anime.
Yeah. And flashbacks?
Oh yeah, of course the flashbacks
All
and
the flashbacks.
internal monologues. You have to have those too.
Yes, always. Oh my god. But
I can't say you guys are making this sound appealing.
it's not. That's why. It's the whole time I was watching this anime, it felt like I had watched like a year's worth of this show because it took so fucking long to do anything. It was just like, now let's trudge through this one scene where nothing happens, and it's, and I kept finding other things to occupy myself with, and then I'd be like, oh right, I'm supposed to be watching the show. Oh no, I didn't miss anything. I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's basically how it was like when we were watching the first episode, and it felt like we were almost done, and then like animes, like some animes, especially like the old-fashioned ones, would have like the
little commercial thing.
Yeah, the commercial thing
the
in the
little
middle,
break.
and then that showed
Yeah, it's
up,
like,
and I was like, we're only halfway through this episode.
Yeah,
it was
I know.
so bad.
It's like, and another shower scene for you.
Oh.
No. Oh my god. Yeah, no. This anime was painful to watch and just
Yeah.
I've seen worse,
Aw.
but it was still
So bad.
painful. Like
I appreciate that you like made yourself watch it though.
me?
Yeah.
I was like, at first, okay, no, I started it and I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch 3 episodes just to be that like good Keener kid.
Dedicated.
Yeah, and I
Someone has to
I
be.
got through the first one, and I was like, I feel like I've already watched 3 episodes. I don't think I can watch the 3rd one.
Yeah, that's
No, it
exactly
just-
how it feels.
It just didn't happen. I was like, I can't do it. So, Liam, you watched the 3rd episode, right?
Technically, I did.
They were too busy making
I was
out.
I was in
Oh.
like a coma from the first 2 episodes, so I was just kind of laying there dead. I was like, Bruna, kill me.
Near the end of he was like like that near the end of the last episode, he was like, oh, just tell me what happened. And then I go,
What
I'm not
the-
watching the 3rd one with you.
Oh, do you remember anything from the 3rd episode?
Well, they had it all kind of led up to a big game at the end where it's like the girls' team versus the boys' team.
Mm-hmm.
And then it ends on a cliffhanger.
Oh dear.
And that's all that really matters.
Did
There
they
was a
play
good
any?
scene in the 3rd episode?
What
Oh,
scene?
yeah?
Where like the small girl, she like faints or something. I don't know.
Oh, no.
And then the guy, he runs over and he's like, what happened? And the other characters are like, oh, she overworked herself or something. So he like looks over and there's like this really dramatic stare off scene between him and like the small girl.
Yeah,
And then he like picks her up and it's like really dramatic. And then
Oh,
he goes, we need a medic.
well, she like looks at him, they have a stare off, and then she's like, Oni-chan, and
Oh,
he
God.
like takes that as being like, oh, she's like gone really loopy.
Oh,
She needs to
yeah.
go to the nurse's office. But he screams like, medic! And he like runs off carrying her in his arms.
He's like,
But
oh,
then
wait.
it turns out she was just faking it the whole time so she could get carried by him.
What
Yeah.
a bitch.
I know.
Bitch!
Yeah.
That's like some insightful, thoughtful like manipulation right there.
Yeah. Oh, and then when he's carrying her and they're running, she just goes, nya, 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 nya.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm really glad I didn't watch that episode now.
That's literally all that happened. That's all I saw. I saw watching after that. I was like, yeah, no.
She's the cat girl of the group.
Yeah.
That explains why she can jump.
Oh god.
Yeah, her lines have little squigglies at the end, and that's the type of character she is.
And like, when he tells them to stop calling him Oni-chan, they all stop except for her. Like, that's in the first episode.
Right.
Maybe she's a secret sister.
I doubt it.
You know, when you think about it, like, from grade 6 to grade 10, that's only, like, 3 to 4 years worth of difference, which means when they become adults, it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah, when they're adults, though.
When they become adults.
It's weird when it's now, though.
Yeah, when they're young, when she's, like, 12, and he's, like, what, 16?
Couldn't you see
15,
it?
17?
Couldn't you see it
no,
being,
he'd be
like...
15, 16. He's in 10th grade.
Okay, am I the only person that had, like, crushes on people that were, like, too old for me in grade... Like, those grades?
No, that's fine, but, like, the problem with this anime was that they were, like, really romanticizing it, I guess.
And there were... Oh, okay, I forgot about that part in the first episode where, like, they're all in their maid outfits, and then he's like, okay, well, I am coaching you in basketball, so you should go change. And they're like, oh, if you're worried about that, and they all, like, lift up their skirts to show that they're wearing, like, tight athletic shorts.
But like,
but they do it in like a really pervy way.
Where they're like, and then they like, you know, floof all of their skirts around. And you're just like, this is awkward.
Yeah, it's like, was this really necessary?
I feel dirty.
Like, there's animes that do like the younger character having a crush on an older character way better, where like it's like treated as like she has a crush on this guy or whatever, but he doesn't reciprocate. Or he like lets her down easy or whatever kind of thing. But in this anime, it happened and it was always like something super pervy happening, or it was just there to make you uncomfortable. And obviously there was like a lot of weird fan service shots like that happened to the kids.
Yeah, like a fetish thing.
Yeah, it's definitely like a lolicon fetish anime. So that's what's weird about it.
Yeah, I can see that being disconcerting.
Yeah. Otherwise, like, if it wasn't like that, I'd be like, yeah, they have a crush on their coach, whatever.
Yeah.
And he doesn't reciprocate. But that's just...
The thing about the show, though, is it doesn't even, like... Because if you're looking for, like, a lolicon thing, I mean, I guess this would work, but if you want some, like, really good stuff, you're not gonna, like, get it here, because they try to also have, like... Well, no, like, I mean, I'm not condoning it, I'm just saying. It's but they're, like, trying to do, like, a plot at the same time as doing, like, the weird fetish stuff, and they're both just not working together.
No, it was just weird.
It was a really weird combination, too, where it's just like, why are they playing basketball?
Yeah,
I feel like there are better activities they could be doing to, like, fetishize, I guess.
Hey, ball is life.
I can think of at least 2 reasons why basketball could be the sport to fetishize.
Yeah, you know,
I don't think grade 6 girls are gonna, like, fulfill the requirements.
No. I don't know.
But, I'm just gonna leave that open for interpretation.
No, I got it.
I get it.
Anyway,
it's pretty straightforward, Veda.
Yeah, I know. I'm just getting over it.
You're just recovering.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm sorry, I'm not put together today at all.
It's one of them.
Do we want to do like concluding thoughts on this show? Unless anybody else has any.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah, don't.
I wouldn't. It's not worth it even to like laugh at. It's just sad.
It's just boring. Nothing happens, and yeah,
it's a boring, sad moe show.
Yep.
And like the main character isn't horrible, especially by like this kind of show's standards. Like tons of way worse main dude characters.
He's probably like the only redeeming quality of the show.
Yeah, basically.
But like all this other shit, like anime moe generic shit's happening, and
Yeah.
then he's there.
Yeah, he's kind of a straight,
he's just
kind
I'm
of
in the wrong
he's
anime.
He's like someone took like a normal regular person from real life and just put him in a moe anime, and he's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's really
basically
weird,
it.
honestly, where I'm just like, that's a interesting choice, because usually they go for like the really obvious, like, ropey character.
Yeah.
But then, like, you got him where he's kind of decent, but all of the other girl characters are so painful to watch and listen to.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, you just want to, like, I don't know, not, like, I can't even speak. You just want to gouge your eyes out with a spoon because you hate everything and everyone.
Yeah. Don't watch it.
Don't
basically
watch
is what we're
the
saying.
Moe.
Excellent.
Sorry, I'm so out of it right now.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You gonna be alright?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay. We got this.
So, Liam, did you have anything else to say? Or is it just
No.
you're still in a Moe
I'm
coma?
done. I'm done talking. I'm done wasting my life on this anime.
Oh
Ouch.
yeah. After he was done, he was like, well, that was time I'll never get back.
But
Pretty
at least it
much.
was time with you, right, Brenna?
At least I had
It
Brenna
was-
to endure 2/3 of the pain with me.
There you go. Bright sides.
The silver lining.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I
Yeah.
mean, existence is pain. Am I right?
That's what some people say. Yup.
True.
Happiness.
Alright, so I guess we'll just move over to our good anime for this week. Which
Hit me.
just so happened to be Haikyuu, the giant volleyball anime that everyone seems to love. Hooray!
Oh, I'm gonna make some enemies then.
Oh boy. This will be interesting.
It's okay. I'm on your side, Becca.
This is gonna be a typical Becca doesn't get it session.
Don't
Fine,
worry about
okay.
it, Becca.
No, it's
Well-
okay. I've seen bits of Haikyuu as well, and I
We
feel
all
like
put-
me and Becca are gonna be on the same side here.
I'm glad
Yeah,
we
I only
back
got
me up.
through 8 episodes when I first watched it before like getting bored and not continuing, so don't worry about it.
That's more than I'll ever watch. What's it about, Veda?
Right. Inspired after watching a volleyball ace nicknamed Little Giant in action, small statured Shoyo Hinata revives the volleyball club at his middle school. The newly formed team even makes it to the tournament. However, their first match turns out to be their last when they are brutally squashed by the king of the court, Tobio Kageyama. Hinata vows to surpass Kageyama, and so after graduating from middle school, he joins Karasuno High's school volleyball team, only to find that his sworn rival, Kageyama, is now his teammate. Thanks to his short height, Hinata struggles to find his role on the team, even with his superior jumping power. Yeah, there you go. Surprisingly, Kageyama has his own problems that only Hinata can help with, and learning to work together appears to be the only way for the team to be successful. Based on... Wait, no. Never mind. We'll just cut that part. That's about the manga. That's our description for Haikyuu.
Good job.
Yeah. So, Becca, you watched this.
Yes,
Would you like
yes,
to
I
give
did.
me your initial impression?
Like I said, I think this is going to be a session where just maybe I don't get it. It's
That's
not for
fair.
me. There are positives, but oh boy, was I happy when I was done my 3 episodes.
All right. Solid. Brenna, also, you watched this. You've seen it before, but
Yeah.
anything initial to say?
Well, to be honest, I had to rewatch because I forgot what happened in the first 2 episodes.
Right.
Not agreeably.
Because, like, you know, when I first watched, like, I like the characters in the anime. Like, they're all likable characters and
Mm-hmm.
they're well written and all that stuff, but, like,
Yep.
there isn't much of a plot.
That's fair.
Like, it's
It is a
basically
sports anime.
the plot is basically they play volleyball and they want to get better and they want to, like, that's it. Like,
I lost that last little
there's
bit.
not much. Oh, sorry. They just
Sorry.
want to win the tournament. Like,
There
the
we go,
only
yeah.
conflict that happens in the anime really is volleyball related stuff where, like, they can't get over, like, some team or something.
Right.
Which
That's
kind
fair.
of, like, I would have liked it more if there was more, like, conflict between characters.
Mm. If they had
But-
a little more, like, development on the, like...
Yeah, that's That's kind of why I got
Character
bored.
side.
It was like, I don't really care. Like, that's not what I watch anime for. I kind of watch it for, like, the characters and...
Mm-hmm.
See, that would have been, like, the only redeeming feature for me. I didn't really like the characters very much.
Oh, no?
Especially, like, dark-haired, moody, cocky dude. He pissed me off so
Kageyama.
much. Yeah.
he gets better.
I'm not
he
gonna
does,
remember
yeah.
anybody's names except Shoyo, because he's the little ginger Naruto ripoff.
Naruto?
Or Naruto.
Uh-huh.
But that's what I was kind of hoping for, it is that it got more interesting between the characters. And it sounds like it doesn't, so uh-oh.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, there's like some stuff that happens, but again, it's not really enough to keep me interested.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Veda, how do you feel about this quickly before we get into it more?
That's okay. Honestly, like, I like the show. It kind of gives me like a Love Live vibe in a weird way.
Yeah, I could
because
get
it's like
that.
yeah, the like main character shows up and he's like super peppy and he's like he sees his idol on TV and he's like, oh my god, I want to be like that kid, and then he's like on a small volleyball team that's like really shitty, but then he like he just has I wrote big dreams boy.
Yeah,
he has
accurate.
big dreams and he's like trying to work really hard to get his dreams, and that reminded me a lot of Honoka from Love Live.
I can definitely see that particular, like, how those two connect, because I had kind of a similar feel to it.
Yeah.
But Love Live just felt so much more charming to me.
I agree.
Than Haikyuu, like...
Haikyuu?
Haikyuu. I just... So I found the main, like, the cocky guy just so overbearing, and same with...
like, too much?
Well, just too much of the same thing, like...
Right.
And this is probably a matter of, I just don't like how they personify him. He's so busy telling himself he's the best and that everyone else has to work around him that he just absolutely refuses to listen when everyone's like, no, you have to work with us. Like, it doesn't just revolve around you. And that kind of drove me crazy, because in the 3 episodes, he's still at that point where he's like, no, I'm great at what I do. Therefore, it doesn't matter about what anybody else wants. I'm great at what I do, so everyone else should just do what I want. And then, at the same time, the red-haired dude, I really liked that he had, like, that drive and spunk to, like, try to fulfill his dream as much as he could.
Well, yeah,
but at the same time, he felt one note at the same time where he's like, well, I know how to jump really good, and that's all that matters, because I have a dream. And I was like, that's not all that matters, though.
Yeah,
I
totally
saw
understand.
it differently.
You can't reach your dreams if you can't jump high, kids.
Well, apparently that's not an anime. If you can jump high, you can achieve anything. And take it away, Brenna.
Sorry. No, I totally understand why you feel that way, but because, like, I've obviously watched more and Veda has too. They do get over those character flaws. Like,
they develop a bit more.
They do. I can't remember what happens in the 3rd episode, but I know shortly after, like, the beginning, the black-haired guy, Kageyama, he does go through, like, his kind of, kind of his stubbornness, and he actually starts to work with the team, and he kind of has to adapt to his team, and he learns more that way.
Well, and I just wish they had gotten to that quicker, though. Like,
I know. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they don't really.
It's a bit of a
through.
slow.
It's very slow. Yeah. But like both the characters do get better. Like, Kageyama learns to be like a team player, and he does. Evolve, and Hinata has to learn to, like,
do more than just jump.
They have him do other. They have him, like, play different parts of the game and do different things. So, like, it happens, but it is very slow.
Yeah. Well, and you can kind of see that that's the direction they're taking it with, like, the 3rd episode is essentially them working together with one of the 3rd years to get their skills up so they can participate in this Saturday 3-on-3 competition, and then they meet their competition at the very end. And, like, you can see it's headed that way, and I'm like, okay, it's nice that it's headed that way, but it just... I mean, it doesn't help that they set it within, like, one of the most boring sports in the world.
Oh my god.
So
I think golf is the most boring sport, but...
Well, so, like, maybe there's more boring sports than volleyball, but sorry to anybody who likes volleyball, as, I'm not a sports person outside of, like...
either.
I go with my significant other to lacrosse and that's about it. I don't have any interest in sports whatsoever, which is why I'm not really impressed when people can jump high, because I'm just like, a lot of people seem to be able to jump high. Like, do you see all the people getting paid millions of dollars to be in sports?
Yeah.
And then just like volleyball, and I'm like, I don't care about volleyball. I don't know anything about volleyball. If this were like hockey or soccer or like
basketball.
No, basketball would probably piss me off too.
What about figure skating? Because there's going to be a new sports anime coming up called Yuri on Ice.
I can see that being interesting though.
Because it's all guys.
Yep.
Yeah. Figure skating can be so dramatic.
Yeah, so
like
they're going to be figure skating. So
Becca,
what
about the rugby anime though?
I feel like I might give that more effort too. Like I can see the appeal. It does appeal to me to like watch the team grow from being like disjointed and not able to work together to like becoming this awesome team that gets along and everyone's great. I just don't want to watch like cocky guy be cocky for another 5 episodes until he suddenly has that epiphany. Everyone's been telling him the whole time, like, you gotta work with everyone else, like, you can't just play by yourself. And he's gonna have the epiphany like 3 more episodes later, and I'm just like,
no, I'm pretty sure he has it in episode 4.
Okay, well,
but like it's less of an epiphany and more of him being kind of like,
oh shit, I was a douchebag.
Yeah, well, and I feel like I wanted that within the 3 episodes.
Okay.
I know, it should have happened a lot earlier, but it does happen, like I think, in episode 4, where he kind of, like, something happens in that episode where he, like, kind of gets a flashback to stuff that happened to him in middle school.
Oh, a flashback.
Does somebody hit him in the head with a volleyball?
Flashbacks. Yeah, and then he kind of gets upset, but then I can't remember exactly what happens. He serves the ball to Hinata, and then he jumps really high and hits it. And he's like, "Oh my god, he can hit my serve!"
See,
that's just really how it happened.
Well, if that was like you can already tell like that's gonna happen down the road, right? Because that's the reason why they're like, team leaders, like, you two can work together, but it will only get you in if you like can work together. It's because they obviously complement each other, and it feels so obvious to me that like having the like back and forth of them fighting and competing with each other drives me up the wall, because I'm like, how can you not see that you two complement each other in your play styles?
Idiots.
Like, I know, and I hate watching idiots.
But they become friends. They still like banter a lot, but they do become friends.
They do.
Yeah.
It just seems like it could use to be more subtle.
More subtle, or
maybe
like
more straightforward,
a little smarter about it. Like, the characters just seem so one-noted in that, like, he, like, the one guy's the cocky dude that is better than everybody and has his head up his ass, and the other guy's like the go-getter that's not super great, but when he puts his mind to it, he becomes great. And also, he's short, by the way, LOL, which I was
also,
like,
but it's not as like one note as fucking Ro-Kyu-Bu though. Like, at least they like tried to make the characters like actual characters. Like, they have other qualities.
Well, and the characters that I like were not, like, the other characters were fine. It's just the 2 main ones that we're following.
Right,
just were so heavy-handed, and at least in my book, that I'm just like, I don't care about these people. Like, they both seem like jackasses, and I could be watching something so much better than this show, and like, if they stop being jackasses, that's great. Like I said, I can see the appeal. It just, it went too slow for me, and then the fact that it has, like, sports dumped on top of it, I was just like, fuck my life. By the first episode, just, like, I was like, am I done yet? Have I watched all 3?
I will agree a little bit with that. Like, when I was watching the episodes, again, maybe it's just sports anime. They need to be more interesting. Even when I was rewatching... Yeah, when I was rewatching Haikyuu, I would look at the time and I'd be like, oh, I thought we were almost done this episode. And it's only like 10 minutes in, you know?
Yeah.
It was a little weird, but yeah.
So, like, that's my biggest gripe, is the characters, and, like, I really liked how the anime looked, except for Shoyo looks like an alien.
They
like,
all
90% of the time.
They have a certain style to them.
Yeah,
he's got, like, the design.
He's got, like, big almond-shaped eyes, though.
Yeah.
And it almost makes it look like they have, like, a fisheye lens on him and drew him that way, because his eyes just seem huge.
Yeah.
And he looks a lot like...
Big dreams boy. He's gotta have, like, the big, cutesy features.
That's fine. Big dreams do not equal I came from planet Mars, and my eyes are as big as different places. That was the only thing, like, artistic-wise, that I was like, geez, I wish they would, like, dumb him down a bit. But otherwise, I thought it looked really, really good. Like, I like the style.
Oh, yeah.
It reminded me a little bit of Kill la Kill with, like, the sketchy shading.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I liked that. I liked how everybody looked for the most part. I finally so for the longest time, Veda had like this ridiculous profile picture when we were on Skype. Yeah, the one guy where he's like closing the door.
And his little face. When I was watching the episode, I scrolled down and like half of the comments were just that picture of his face. And I was like, oh, yes.
The minute I saw him, I was like, it's Veda's profile picture. And then I laufed because it's hilarious.
I was wondering if you were going to mention that.
Yes.
Because you were constantly like, get rid of that picture. It's creeping me out.
It's so creepy. Well, and like when he does it too, he's just like, so like, I'm closing the door now. That I was like, that's funny. Like, that entertains me.
Yes, it was beautiful. I like the comedy in the show.
There's comedy moments.
Me, but I also really like Tanaka, the bald kid. I love him.
He's great. The one with like the shady hair and everything. He's funny. I did notice that there is a token female who I'm assuming becomes more important later. We're introduced to her by her boobs, then her butt, then her face.
Yeah, there is weird. That.
So, I mean, there's a woman in this anime.
There's another one that shows up season 2, I've heard.
Hey, they have Hinata was playing on the girls' volleyball team.
Oh yes,
is that where she's from?
No.
The one girl, it almost seems like she's the coach or like their manager or something.
Yeah, she's their manager. The black-haired girl.
Literally, she's 3 shots. She's the shot of her boobs.
Well, you have to take it from the perspective of the entire team is full of because boys.
Well, I think she shows up a couple other times, but she isn't really like drawn attention to because the one guy's like, I really get turned on when she ignores me, and he like says it 2 or 3 times, and I was like, that's kind of funny. But then when she's like officially comes in, like I said, boobs, butt, face, and I was like, well, that was really like
also
to the point about it.
Yeah.
They don't actually like. She's not a fan service character.
No,
I didn't
she's just
think
kind of
so.
there.
No,
that's just how like it's. I think it's supposed to be like a joke.
Yeah, it just like came weird because there's no other like fan service like anything else where they kind of pause.
That's true.
It's like they're all like in like really athletic poses and stuff like that, and yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, I feel like that could have been toned down a little bit, or
yeah, for sure.
It just,
like I think it was more of just like an over the top kind of like joke.
Yeah.
Because I think that's like one of like they don't do it a lot, or because I don't remember it happening any other time. Really, I might be forgetting, but yeah. A thing I was gonna say though, because you mentioned like the character designs and stuff. The animation actually. Watching it, I love animation, so just bear with me for a second.
Yeah,
even when they're like talking, like they're just talking. In anime, a lot of the times they won't move body parts at all. Yeah. But with the show, like even when characters were just standing stationary, they would still kind of like move around, which I found like really interesting because that never happens in anime. They're usually just like, and there's a stationary bunch of people and their mouths are
their mouths are moving, yeah.
But they would like move and then they would say something and then they would move again, and I'm like, there's a lot of movement in this show.
There's
a
lot of movement.
Yeah, I know it's like sports, so of course there's gonna be movement. But yeah, overall the animation was just really good.
Yeah, well, like I said, that was the one thing that stood out to me was the animation, the style, even the music stood out a little bit, and
I really like the intro and outro.
I like the intro; it fit really well. Yeah, the outro was a little country for me.
It was,
but I'm not really a country kind of person, so
me either.
Like, I almost wonder if I was in a slightly different mood if I would have enjoyed this a little bit more. But then I come back to like, there's so many other things I'd rather be watching that it didn't really get me.
Yeah.
So
I think it's kind of a show that you can, if you're like kind of sad, you can put it on and like, you know, there's just some like happy little boys playing volleyball and you're like, yay, go volleyball team, try hard.
I'd rather just go watch like Ouran High School Host Club instead though.
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
I kind of like the comedy in this felt kind of like subtle and true to life in some ways.
Right.
And I feel like it needed to be bigger to like go along with the drama of some of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it just maybe it's a bit of the whole thing is maybe a bit understated, if that makes any sense.
Like it's toned down?
Yeah. Well, like, the drama isn't, but everything else is.
Yeah, that's how I felt, too.
So it, like, doesn't balance with the drama very well.
No, and I got really, like, very quickly tired of the back and forth between the two guys, because I was like, you have to play together. I get you're in high school, like, that's supposed to be your mentality, but Jesus Christ, you have to work together, like, pull your heads out of your asses. And
yeah.
I just had zero patience for it, so...
That's okay. I understand where you're coming from, though.
Yeah. To any listeners, sorry, I guess it's just not my thing.
Okay.
If you're really into volleyball, you'll love this anime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
You won't.
Although they have,
Maybe.
like, they do mention, like, technical stuff about volleyball, like, positions and shit that I would never know unless I'd watched it.
I'm just saying maybe not, just because, like, when I watched it, I found there was, like, a lot of times they weren't actually playing. It was just, like, a lot of scenes where they'd be playing, but then, like, the majority of the episode was flashbacks and monologues, and it would just be, like,
That's
5 minutes
also
into the game.
God, it's really hard to, like, recommend it to a certain type.
If you like sports animes, you'll like it. That's basically how it is.
Sports animes and the, like, characters in the show.
You know, it felt almost slice of life, so if you're into that too, it might be worthwhile. I feel like this really is like one of those animes that you have to watch for yourself and make up your own mind. There's some animes that, like, by and far, you can just tell there's a certain quality there and that it'll appeal to a lot of people. Yeah. And this one, I can't say that fits into that category for me, but I can see the appeal, I can see the quality. It's just not for me.
So I wonder how this one got so popular then.
Boys.
Cute boys.
They got popular because it came out around the same time where, like, sports animes were getting really popular. Like, when, like, Free was kind of, like, the first super popular sports anime, and that did really, really well.
There's the basketball one.
The basketball one was the basketball one too, and then there was, like, a biking one as well around the same time, those did really, really well. And then it just kind of sparked, like, a bunch of people to start making these sports animes, I guess, and it was just kind of, like, that time where, like, sports animes were, like, the super popular thing at the time.
See, I didn't even realize, like, I'm not, like, the minute I'm trying to get to, I didn't even realize there are that many sports animes out there.
There's probably an anime for every sport you can think of.
That's just completely, like, not my thing, though. I would have zero interest in looking up any sport animes.
I'm with you.
So.
That's fine. It's not for everyone. I agree with that. So do you have, is that, like, your final thoughts, or do you have final thoughts on Haikyuu?
Check it out. I mean, like, once again, and then with a lot of the stuff we review, the only person that can really make up your mind for you is yourself. Give it like an episode or two go if it sounds intriguing to you. I don't want to, like, bag on it and make it sound like it's bad. There's qualities here that people could like. Just because it doesn't appeal to me doesn't mean it's bad. Although in other cases, I know shitty anime when I see it. So
whoa, you'd call it a shitty anime?
I would not call this one a shitty anime. I would say this isn't for me, but
you recognize shitty things in it.
Well, I recognize things that don't appeal to me. But if it were a shitty anime, I would say straight out, it's a shitty anime, and it's not. So
no, it's a good anime. Like, check it out if you're interested. That's all we can really say, really.
Yeah,
I like it. I think it's fun.
I'm sad it wasn't the rugby one with all the butts. So.
That one doesn't come out yet. It doesn't come out till, like, October,
I think.
This was
past summer.
No, October.
Damn it.
I want those booties, though. That anime boy booty.
See, maybe it would have been better if there was just a bit more fan service.
Go watch Free.
Show me
if you want your fan service, watch Free, because it's literally just fan service.
Show me some of that
booties and abs.
Booty and those
and they're covered in water and it's sparkly.
And everything's sparkly.
Why didn't you watch that
anime?
I picked these animes based on like, just because I was, like, kind of like, oh, do I pick Free or Haikyuu? Or there was another one that was slightly higher than Haikyuu, but it was the basketball one, and I was like, I don't know. Or maybe Haikyuu was the highest. The second season of Haikyuu had the highest rating, sorry. Yeah. But the first season is an 8.67 on Mal.
Whoa, that's pretty high.
It's a pretty high rating.
Like I said, it's really good if you like sports animes. That's
and, like, the second season has an 8.9, so
that's really good for.
I'm just like, that's a really good rating for Mal.
Like, the people who like it love it. It's either you're gonna love it or you're gonna be like, meh, and that's just the kind of anime it is. It's not like you're gonna hate it or anything. You're just gonna either love it or you're just not gonna really care that much.
Yeah. And then, like, for perspective, Ro-Kyu-Bu has a 7.6, which
well,
kind of surprised me.
Well, it isn't as low as it could be. Like,
No, that's why I was
No.
like, oh, this has that high of a rating.
yeah,
I'm shocked.
it's pretty
Yeah, I'm
average.
surprised at that.
me too. Because
Yeah.
Not super surprised though. I mean, the
Maybe it gets
people
better.
who really like that show must just be so passionate they have to go write a review.
And right, that might just be like part of the ratings thing, like, and why it's so like not
Caught guide
reliable. Because like,
sometimes.
if you really
Yeah.
love something, you're gonna rate it really high, and you're gonna be like, I want to rate this. But if
Well-
you hate it, you're probably just gonna be like, I don't
Yeah.
care.
It makes sense though. If you enjoy something, you want other people to watch it. So you're not going to say like, "Well, it's only a 7 overall." You're gonna be like,
Yeah.
No,
it's-
you're
it's
gonna say this is the best anime ever.
Yeah,
11 out of
yeah.
10.
It's an 11 out of 10. It's great. Go watch it.
Yeah.
So that's why
Exactly.
rating systems are flawed.
Well, yeah,
Yep,
I was
pretty
also
much.
talking to a friend a while ago, and he was talking about my anime list, and he was saying bad animes are typically a 7s, and goods are like 8 or 9s, and then you know it's
Yeah.
really bad anime if it's under 7.
If it's like
Yeah,
a 5 or
that's-
6, yeah.
That's kind of what
that's
we
kind of
found.
how it works on the website.
So
Yeah,
you have
pretty
to think
much.
of it of less of a 1 to 10, more of like a
6
5
to
to
8.
9.
Yeah.
5 to 9,
6
because
to
I don't
8.
think anything has a solid 10.
No.
I don't think
If it
No.
does, it's like something really obscure that's only like one
Yeah.
episode.
And like
Yeah.
3
One
people
rating.
watched it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. It's oh Mal, you're lovely.
Oh, now.
But yeah, so those were the sports animes. I'm sorry
Rats.
this week turned out so blah for everyone.
You know, there was
Yeah.
there
It was
winning
exciting.
qualities.
Oh,
You're gonna make it
thanks.
up for all that.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Aw.
Liam's gonna fix it for us anyway.
Right, do you want to move to marbles?
Do we have anything else to say about Haikyuu or basketball?
Wow.
Okay, I guess we can move
I
to
wish I
marbles.
could appreciate sports more,
Yeah.
just for the sake of those sports fans that might be listening.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
But
guys.
whatever, I don't like. Yeah.
Sorry, sports anime
Fair.
fans. We're not sports people.
We need a sports expert.
Still waiting on that horse girl anime.
Oh man,
God.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna pick it one of these days because it looks less like sports and more like something really fucked up.
Gotta let
They're-
Liam
they're
pick it.
horse
He found
girls.
it.
No, I found
Just the right height,
Oh,
no
sorry,
bucket
Brenna.
I
required.
found it and I said, hey Liam, there's like this horse girl anime, and he's like, oh, I'm totally.
I was like, where is it?
Well,
I was like, is
Good
it
job.
JRHNVR?
no.
Yes,
Bad.
actually though.
All right. Merbles.
Oh dear. All right, Merbles. So Leah is supposed to be back next year.
In
Next
a year
season.
from now, we'll finally.
Next year.
I guess.
She'll be
Vada's
back.
not the only one that's off tonight. Leah will be back sometime. So I guess we'll include her in the marble draw, and
Yeah,
Vada
sure.
is picking for this upcoming week anyway, right?
Oh, Liam was.
Oh, Liam is.
yeah.
Sorry.
I was like, no, I just picked.
I turned my brain off after I said everything I had to say about the anime. Alright, who would like to go first for marble pick?
I'll go first.
Liam gets a white marble.
Dick.
How great. Vada, you or me?
I'll go.
You also get a white marble.
Sweet.
Yay!
Should we? Oh, I guess Becca draws next.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Leah gets what's
I
left.
also got the white marble.
What?
So Leah gets the red marble.
All right, we won't know who's watching because she picks.
It's gonna be a surprise for everyone then.
Oh boy.
Do we want to be that mean to Leah? Should we just like give her a white one just cause?
I think she's been waiting to pick for a while though.
Yeah, she
Oh,
has. She
true.
wants to pick.
True dat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means she hasn't watched a shitty anime for a while, so it sounds like it's time.
Your time is up.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Okay, well, I
It's
guess it'll
coming
be a
at ya.
surprise for the listeners on who gets to watch the bad anime with Leah. But it's kind of good because this week neither anime is that bad. The theme I picked was animes by director Araki Tetsuru,
Oh.
who is kind of famous for adapting really popular manga series into like super dramatic, successful anime shows like
Examples?
Death Note.
Ooh.
and
Okay.
Attack on Titan.
Got it.
Where if you've seen those, they're obviously super dramatic. Like, the director is very skilled. If he can like make eating a potato chip and writing names down in a book seem very exciting. As cheesy as it is, and you know, the action in Death Note and Attack on Titan is really well directed.
Pretty decent.
I agree.
So, the bad anime, so to speak, is just the one that I guess is a bit more controversial, and yeah, I don't know. So the bad anime is High School of the Dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that clip.
Which is action ecchi horror.
Ooh, nice.
All the animes I pick have to have at least one ecchi now.
Yeah. Liam's our ecchi guy.
So, it happened suddenly. The dead began to rise, and Japan was thrown into total chaos. Oh, I guess also the theme for this week is zombies, sort of, or like infection. So, as these monsters began terrorizing a high school, Takashi Kimura is forced to kill his best friend when he gets bitten and joins the ranks of the Walking Dead. Vowing to protect Rei Miyamoto, the girlfriend of the man he just executed, they narrowly escape their death trap of a school, only to be greeted with a society that has already fallen. That's all I'll say for that one.
Wow.
And I don't know if it'll happen in the first 3 episodes, but if you haven't seen it already, just look up High School of the Dead boob physics.
It happens in episode 8.
Oh, no.
Okay, apparently it happens in episode 8.
Damn.
Oh,
it's a beautiful scene.
You know, just watch the 3 episodes, and there's not really any spoilers in the boob physics. And then
it's just really good.
There's a Reddit thread you can probably find pretty easily where a guy actually like writes out the mathematical formula for like how much G-force the boobs would need to like act the way they do.
That sounds like a Reddit post. Yeah, they did the math.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So we'll find out if it's good, if it's bad. We'll see how Araki Tetsuru delivers. And the good anime, I picked this one as the good one just because it's very new. It aired April 8th, and that is let's see if I can pronounce this as well as Veda. Kotetsuju no Kabaneri.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
Oh,
interesting.
So I saw some trailers and photos from it and an A&B for it at Otafest, and it kind of reminded me a lot of Attack on Titan, which is neat because then I found out that the director for Attack on Titan also worked on this.
Damn it! I've been waiting to watch that for forever.
So
well, hey, you're not a Red Marble, so maybe you'll get to
Leah
watch
just picked me for Red Marble, or not Red Marble, to watch the bad one.
Leah just picked you.
Yeah.
Well, we sent out a Facebook message in hopes of.
Okay, so it's me and Becca watching Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
Yeah.
You can always watch it after, Veda.
Damn it!
It reminded me of Attack on Titan just because, like, kind of the aesthetic had a kind of this. Well, this one looks more like steampunk or industrial revolution.
It looks so pretty.
I like steampunk. I just hope
so
it's a little
kind of
bit...
like maybe like a few years or like a couple decades above Attack on Titan, but it's also kind of has similar zombie things. Not quite your traditional zombies, though.
I just hope it's slightly less screamy than Attack on Titan.
Me too.
You never know.
I like Attack on Titan. I like Attack on Titan as much as, you know, the average guy, but, you know, some of those scenes with all the shouting did get a bit much for me.
But Yuki Kaji has such a nice scream.
It wasn't Aaron's as much as, like, the blonde kid's name.
Armin?
Armin? Yeah,
Okay,
Armin's annoying as shit.
It is Armin.
Yeah.
Like Aaron to an extent, but yeah. Anyways, so synopsis for Kotetsuju no Kabaneri. The world is in the midst of the Industrial Revolution when horrific creatures emerge from a mysterious virus, ripping through the flesh of humans to sate their never-ending appetite.
Sounds like Attack on Titan.
Yeah, sounds like High School of the Dead, sort of. The only way to kill these beings, known as Kabane, is by destroying their steel-coated hearts. Ooh. However, if bitten by one of these monsters, the victim is doomed to a fate worse than death, as the fallen rise once more to join the ranks of their fellow undead. Only the most fortified of civilizations have survived this turmoil, as is the case with the island of Hinomoto, where mankind has created a massive wall to protect themselves from the endless hordes of Kabane. Yeah, that sounds kind of familiar.
A little bit, just a bit.
This is a point where it gets a little different. That the only way into these giant fortresses is via heavily armored trains, which are serviced and built by young men such as Ikoma. Having created a deadly weapon he believes will easily pierce through the hearts of Kabane, Ikoma eagerly awaits the day when he will be able to fight using his new invention.
Oh yeah.
Little does he know, however, that his chance will come much sooner than he expected.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, from the footage I did see of this, it looks like there'll be a big focus on like the giant armored trains that go in and out of the city.
Yeah.
So I guess like it does sound a lot like Attack on Titan, but there are some things that are
if you
different.
find something that works, then you may as well just keep doing it.
Yep.
Over and over and over and over and over and over again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just throw a new skin on it, throw some less screamy people on it, let's see what
And
happens.
some pretty steampunk stuff.
Yeah.
I know I've mentioned him before, but I did kind of half get the idea for this from Digibro.
Bro.
God bless you, Digibro. He
A
was
good
the one that
YouTuber.
he had a video talking about the director, specifically like how he directed a few things,
Mhm.
notably Attack on Titan. He was talking about how to direct popular anime or like popular successful anime. And then there's a different video I'd seen by his like a couple weeks before that was just talking about how aesthetic can be narrative in
Mhm.
this story. And then he mentioned Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress in that, among some other animes. So, like always,
Cool.
check out Digibro for some tight visual essays about anime.
Tight vids.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I guess
Well,
that wraps up this episode.
I'm
Yeah.
very
Leah,
interested.
Leah and Veda watch High School of the Dead.
Mhm.
All right.
Any last words from Brenna? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to leave us with?
Yeah.
I know what you should say, Brenna.
What?
Come on, you should know this.
I don't. I don't know what he wants me to say.
I don't know.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, come on.
What is it? What is it?
Some weeb thing.
Oh,
Do
come
it.
on, you're on for
Come on,
weebs.
Brenna. We're all weebs here.
Oh.
You're amongst friends.
Oh, I'm not gonna do it.
Please.
It's like taking it a step too far.
I'll just say it for her.
Please.
Oh my god, look at famous.
That
I'm
was
glad Liam
beautiful.
stepped up. I would have died of curiosity.
Me too. Thank you, Liam.
I have
that
to
was
keep you guys
wonderful.
guessing.
Beautiful.
But thanks, Liam.
Domo.
Oh, arigato.
Mr. Roboto.
Domo.
Mr.
Becca,
Roboto.
Becca, every time you say that song, you just... No, just
I
stop.
just get under the skin a little bit.
Does it bother you?
I'll figure out another song that has Domo in it, and we'll go from there. How does that sound?
Okay.
Yeah. There's also Domo, the character.
Not nearly as interesting or singable.
Maybe he has a song.
He doesn't talk. No one talks in Domo.
He just sort of like wails, like that.
That sounds super annoying.
I think it would make a lovely song.
I'll find a new song to sing.
You'd sing
Oh, if only
an
Leo were
opera.
here. Oh, yeah, I could totally do a horrible opera for everyone.
Well, I'm gonna wait for that opera.
Another day,
Yeah, me too.
perhaps.
Looking
You know-
forward to this.
You know, maybe the next special episode will just be Becca sings opera for an hour and a half. While everyone else says, no, please stop. Please knock it off. No, quit. It was funny 5 minutes ago. No, really. Please. You're not gonna... Oh, okay. And then they
I'm
just
gonna
slowly
hold
give
you
up.
to this.
Okay, well...
I'm
Just
waiting.
remember, it's your own fault.
Oh, don't worry. I'll join you.
Oh, even better.
Oh, good. It'll just be Liam and Leah going, no, please,
Yeah.
stop. It's
I'll
not
sing,
funny
we'll sing
anymore.
opera together, like an opera duet.
This doesn't even have anything to do with Japan. What are you doing?
We'll throw in some domos in there, and
Mr.
Nippon
Romano's.
Ichiban.
And kawaii.
Okay, well, on that note,
Everything's
This
great.
is devolving. I'm so sorry, everyone.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
I am.
You heard it here first, listeners.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
good
having
night.
me.
Hope you all die, Joe.
Thanks for coming, Brenna.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
having
thank
me.
you.
It was
Shout
a
out
good
to
time.
Brenna, the waifu.
It was lovely.
Perfect.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ow.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now.
Yep.
Click.
Okay.
Nope. Click. Nope.